What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Light YT here, coming at you guys with the first episode of a GM mode SmackDown vs. Raw 2007 versus with my good friend ZSams15, otherwise known as Zach.
Been a long time coming.
Long time coming. Done it multiple times. Figured, might as well record it, be something a little bit different. Gonna be more storyline based than simulation based. We're gonna be watching the matches. Going to be booking storylines. Going to be throughout the whole year. And this will be the first part. And then ideally, we will have Raw on Mondays and SmackDown on Fridays, obviously, at this time. But let's just get it right under the way with the draft. So I, as always, going to be SmackDown. Blue brand, B for better, you know.
That is just incorrect. Everyone knows that Raw is better.
It might be the flagship, but no one wants to watch a 3-hour show. First draft picks was selected at random. Draft picks will alternate between the two shows. Raw has Women's Championship. SmackDown has Cruiserweights. Cruiserweights are in blue. Divas are in red. Not required to draft all 20. Recommended 12 to 20 roster size. SmackDown gets the first overall pick. We got Eddie loaded in. He's the only legend currently. He's just the base game one. And I think he's going to be my first overall pick on a 3-month deal.
Well, Eddie's off the board. I didn't plan on taking Eddie anyway.
That's
Man's it's like a raw legend here. I'm gonna take Edge, and I will give him a 3-month contract.
Of course, you take Edge, number 1 overall. All right.
My favorite superstar.
I will take Batista. Drax the Destroyer. Xavier Woods' wet dream. Batista.
I was actually gonna take Batista. It kind of sucks. No, I'm
Can't
gonna
let
take.
him go to Raw.
I mean, you could have. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take someone from you. You know, you love him. I love him. I'm gonna take Rey Mysterio.
That's just the crux of my show.
Yeah, he'll be with me for 3 months.
That's mean.
You can always trade for him.
I'm not. I would have to give you literally half my roster, and you can only put 3 people in. I'm gonna take Triple H. 3-month deal. 3-month deal for the game.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take Shawn Michaels.
I'm gonna take Shawn. So DX is being split up.
Yeah, and Shawn only deserves 5 weeks. He's got to prove himself. You know.
He's the most popular superstar in the game. He's really got to prove himself. I'm taking
the
wrestling machine. Wrestling machine. Won an Olympic gold medal with a broken freaking neck. Kurt Angle.
Milkomania was running wild.
He is a sexy Kurt. I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm gonna take John Cena for 5 weeks.
I knew he wasn't gonna make it without out of the top 5. I'm gonna be taking.
No, I was not allowing it.
I'm gonna take Randy Orton for 3 months.
I'm gonna take The Undertaker for 5 weeks.
Wow, 5-week deal for The Undertaker. The greatest legend of all time.
Prove yourself.
I'm going to take RVD on a 3-month deal.
I want to watch that money there.
I'm fine.
I'm going to take the dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair.
Does he also have to prove himself? 16-time world champion?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
he didn't get make 17. Sure he still got it in the tank.
He didn't get 17.
A tag team specialist. Booker T.
I'm going to take an OG that I always seem to take, Bobby Lashley.
Bobby Lashley, the almighty current WWE champion. So is he going to have to prove himself, or are you going to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just everyone's got to prove himself. All right, Tyler Breeze. I'm going to take Mick Foley, hardcore legend. You know, guy of a veteran presence for the young roster I'm about to take.
I'm gonna get one of my women out of the way. I'm gonna take Lita. Edge has to have his sneaky link.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense. I'm going to be taking the world's largest athlete on a 3-month deal.
I'm going to keep going with some women here. I'm going to take Melina next.
5 weeks still?
Oh, yeah.
Got the big red machine, Kane, on a 3-month deal as well.
I'm going to take another Raw legend and Trish.
Gonna take Trish. Rosters. You know what? I'm gonna take Carlito. I'll take Carlito for 5 weeks.
I wanted Carlito. I'm gonna take Umaga.
Oh, the Samoan bulldozer. See what he's capable of, on the red brand. Potentially a John Cena Umaga feud.
Maybe, you never know.
I'm gonna take Shelton on a. He's cheap. I'll give him a 3-monther.
I'm gonna take Ken Kennedy.
Mister. I can't do it. My voice is shot. Okay. So I'm kind of running low on some funds. So I do have to lock someone up for the long term. I know you're going to take him if I don't. Davari. Let's feed your family, Davari.
6-month deal for Davari.
He's earned it. He has earned it.
I'm gonna take. The last time I took this person, when it was just you and me having some fun, he gave me some trouble, but I'm gonna give him another shot. Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy. Mean Matt Hardy on a 5-week deal. I'm going to start taking the cruiserweights because I have a whole division I haven't utilized. So, Mexican sensation Super Crazy on a 3-month contract.
I'm going to be taking another one from you. I'm going to be taking Psychosis.
Wow, you just, there's so many areas and so many people you could have gotten to help your show more, but yet you choose to snipe another tag team from me. And I don't quite appreciate that.
You still got some cruiserweights. You got, the Hurricane, Chavo.
I was going to have Super Crazy and Psychosis beat Big Show and Kane on the first show for the World Tag Team titles.
I don't think that would have happened. I'm going to take JBL here.
We've seen some crazier things happen with the computers.
That is true.
Getting kind of into the nitty-gritty, I'll take Finley. Veteran presence. Help some of the young guys I've already drafted.
I'm going to take Mark Henry.
Mark Henry, world's strongest man. Monster of an athlete. I'm going to be signing Trevor Murdoch. Haven't really...
I'm going to take... This man used to terrify me. The Boogeyman.
I was expecting you to say Lance Cade, and I would have been in tears.
I already have 2 cruiserweights.
Well, no, these aren't cruiserweights. Lance Cade, Trevor Murdoch, they were World Tag Team Champions for a while back in the day.
Shows how much I used to watch WWE back in the day. I don't remember them at all. I remember Lance Cade.
Trevor Murdoch was around longer. He had a singing thing going for a bit.
I didn't get into WWE until, I would say, around the Batista-King Booker feud. I do remember watching Undertaker and Batista at WrestleMania. I remember watching that match. It's my favorite one growing up. I'm going to take a flyer here, I'm going to take good old Hardcore Holly.
I would not exactly call him a flyer.
I mean, with that popularity, I don't know.
I'm going to take Torrie Wilson on a 5-week contract.
I'm going to take Nitro.
Johnny Nitro. So you've got Nitro and Melina. Potentially IC champion, women's champion. I'm going to take Jillian Hall. Oh, wait, do I have JBL or do you have JBL?
I took JBL already.
You're a monster. I'll take Mickie James. I will be leaving the draft.
And I'm going to take, with the final pick, I'm going to take the Great Khali.
Wow. I was going to leave him till next contract negotiation, but apparently not. You're splitting up the Varia and Great Khali. How could you?
Yeah. All right, let's see. So Bobby Lashley, you gotta love him. I mean, he's gonna remain.
Edge, you love to hate him.
You love to hate that man. We got, let's see, anyone else? Part of me wants to turn John Cena heel. I feel like it would do wonders for his career. WWE should have done it. I do want Trish to be a face. I do want her to be a face. Is she a face already?
Mm-hmm. You think people can boo Trish?
I mean, when her feud was going on with Lita, some people did boo her back in the day.
Those people are wrongs.
I think everyone the way they are. I'm gonna keep it. Right. I think everyone's pretty good.
Alrighty. WWE champion.
Oh, that's going to Edge.
It's clearly going to the Great Khali.
I mean, if he wins the title, he wins the title. But Edge is going to be the WWE champion off the start of the show.
All right. World Tag Team Champions.
That is going to go to a team that I think is going to be a little unordinary. It's going to go to Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry.
It's a lot of humanity right there.
Yeah, I want to see.
It's a lot of humanity. I want to see
who can stop that team. You really got to get into it.
I mean,
Intercontinental champion. There's only one person for that, and that's Rey Mysterio.
All right. At least you're utilizing them.
And then my women's champ, it's gonna have to go to Lita.
All right. So you got Edge and Lita both holding gold. Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry. That is a lot of humanity. And Rey holding down the IC title. All right. Batista's going to obviously be a face. Can't boo that man. Big Show's going to be a heel. Booker's going to be a face. As badly as I want to turn him face, I don't think his moveset's really going to work with that. I'm going to make Finley a face. People love Kane. He's just... he does the damn thing. Mick Foley, you can't boo that man. Orton, you can be a heel. Shelton Benjamin, you're not very heelish. All right. There we go. So I think no, Triple H has got to be a heel. What do I have? Yeah, so I've got that. World Heavyweight Champion. It's got to go to Batista. It's just got to go to Batista. The World Tag Team titles. Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade. It's
only fitting that they're the tag champs.
They're a tag team. They gotta have their moment in the sun. U.S. champion. I think it should go to RVD. He'll be he's a veteran, but he's still young enough to be able to elevate the younger guys while, holding the vets down. And then Cruiserweight champion, the longest Cruiserweight champion in history, I believe, is Gregory Helms. So it's just fitting to have, when this was during that era where he held it too. I think he held it from 2007 to part of 2008.
Back when they actually appreciated the Hurricane for being the comic relief that he was.
Yeah, I don't know if that email's copywritten. I'm just gonna zoom through that. And let's go. Fan support, obviously. We haven't ran any shows yet. It's just 5 million. So,
I plan on taking all 5 million of yours.
That's just not nice. I plan on taking all 5 million of yours. Especially because you're in Baltimore, Maryland, week 1. It's just rude. It's my team. All right.
Ravens fan.
Power 25 Batista, obviously the king of WWE. Shawn Michaels at 2. Eddie's at 3. Rey Mysterio's at 4. Man is popular. 86 popularity already. Would have been great as a Cruiserweight champion. Triple H is at number 5. Kurt Angle is at 6. Cena's at 7. That seems very low.
That does not seem right for Big Match John.
He's not holding the title, so that's probably Probably why. Mick Foley's
He'll
at
have his
number
moment.
8. Number 9 is the U.S. champion RVD. Orton's at number 10. 11 is going to be The Undertaker. That's kind of disrespectful. Edge and Lita, double champion, only number 12 because of her popularity, only being
They'll get up there. They'll get up there.
It just takes time. This is building blocks. World Tag Team Champion, Bobby Lashley at 13. Booker T sitting at 14, holding it down. Ric Flair's at 15. Carlito at 16. 17 is going to be Ken Kennedy. JBL following him at number 18. Umaga's at 19. Trish is at 20. Nitro Melina very low. It's because he's not very popular. She is much more popular, and that kind of makes sense. Big Show's at 22. Finlay at 23. Boogeyman sitting at 24. And Tori Wilson rounding out the top 25. For Raw,
I'm willing to throw you a trade offer already.
And that's going to be unfortunate. Shawn Michaels leading Raw. Kind of crazy. He's not even a champion. He's just the number 1 guy.
He'll get there.
And you wanted him to be on a prove yourself contract. Rey Mysterio on a number 2 IC champion. John Cena followed by The Undertaker. Then the WWE champion and Lita both at 5.
And the women's champion.
Yeah. Double champ. 6, Bobby Lashley, the World Tag Team Champion. Flair's at 7. Ken Kennedy's at 8. JBL's at number 9. Maga's at 10. Trish at 11. Nitro Melina sitting at number 12. Boogeyman's 13. Kurt Khali at 14. Matt Hardy sitting at the bottom of Raw. What a fall from grace. Batista, obviously, the king of the world, destroyer of MCUs. Number 2 is going to be Eddie. Triple H at 3. Kurt at 4. Mick Foley, World Heavyweight Champion contender. Might have to see what can go on with that. RVD.
He might be telling you, give him a shot.
Perfect threshold. Perfect champion. I wanted him to be the elevator. You get past him, you're into the top of SmackDown. And that was the perfect choice sitting at number 6. Orton at number 7. Booker T sitting at number 8. Carlito at 9. Big Show at 10. Finlay at 11. Tori at 12. Kane at 13. Mickey at 14. And Shelton Benjamin at 15. Trevor Murdoch and Lance Cade, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. Alright, so that's the draft. Rounding off the first week. So we've got Raw coming to you from Baltimore, Maryland. And then SmackDown's coming from Lincoln, Nebraska. Man, we love all of our people in Lincoln, Nebraska. Shout out to Lincoln, Nebraska.
Exactly.
Alright, so hope you're excited for week 1 of Raw, week 1 of SmackDown, getting to check out all the ratings, the rivalries that are going to be set up for the future. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think about each of our drafts individually, who you want to see on each show, and peace.